Hello, this is Pastor Roland. Today I want to continue with our reading from Mark 10, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 10. So let's continue. I like reading from Mark. You hear a lot of readings from the Gospel of John or Matthew or Luke, but Mark has some wonderful verses in it. Some very nice things. Let's continue reading Mark chapter 10. And this is verse 46. And they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the highway side begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And many charged him that he should hold his peace. But he cried the more, a great deal, Thou son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, Be of good comfort, rise, he calleth you. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. And Jesus answered and said to him, What would you want me to do for thee? The blind man said to him, Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way. Go thy way, thy faith has made thee whole. That's amazing, isn't it? See, the man recognized Jesus, and he cried out for help. And Jesus answered. And Jesus said, What would you have me to do for you? The man said, That I might see. And Jesus said, Go thy way, your faith has made you whole. Okay? So let's talk about that just a little bit. First of all, you see that Jesus has power. He has power to over everything. So wouldn't it be nice if you could find a way to get closer to Jesus? If you could, then his power would have the power to straighten out your life. It would have the power to straighten out your life. Okay? And heal you of your afflictions. Well, how are you going to do that? Where are you going to find Jesus? Are you going to find him in a church? In a book? Where are you going to go to find him? You find him within. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you and all around you. Okay? You have to find Jesus within. Remember what I said last time or the time before? I said that, or on my radio program, I think my latest program, I said that religion is the relationship of a soul and its maker. Okay? It's a soul and its maker. So your soul needs to find Jesus so that you might start getting better. See, the biggest problem that we have in our lives is, what's the biggest problem we have? It's other people. Hard feelings between husband and wife, parents and kids. See, we resent other people, we hate them, we're angry at them, we blame them. See? Isn't that our biggest problem? Well, so that's what needs to be fixed. Now, how are you going to fix those? Well, first of all, you have to soften your heart a little bit and realize that you've been doing something wrong. What have you been doing wrong that it has been blocking you from better relationships and from finding Jesus? What have you been doing wrong? Well, first of all, you've been doubting yourself. You've been doubting what you know in your heart. Look, when you were a little tiny child, you kind of knew things, didn't you? You knew there was good and evil. You knew there were nice people and mean people. And you know that you kind of even knew that there was God You heard about God. You heard about Jesus. And you were too young to have faith. You were just a little child, but yet you liked hearing about them. Okay? And you knew that there were bad, mean things and scary things. See, and you didn't like them. Well, how come you forgot about that? Now there you are texting and smoking marijuana and looking at silly things on the internet and frittering away your time with sports and shopping. And how come you forgot that there's God and Jesus, and then there are scary things? Okay? Well, it's because you were led astray. First of all, you were led astray. You were led out into the world. You were sold a bill of goods. They told you that if you get education, study, knowledge. See? So they're pushing education now more than ever before, aren't they? They're pushing it more than ever before. And they're getting a hold of the kids younger and younger. Preschool, daycare. Kids are sitting in preschool and daycare from the time they're 6 months old, and then all the way through high school, then into college. And guess what? People know less than they ever did before. How is that possible? Why is there more education being pushed on us now and people know less than ever before? Something is wrong. Okay, so we've been sold a bill of goods. Not that I'm against education, but I'm against education without understanding. Okay? And I've always said you can't learn your way to God. So you have to refine those things that you once knew when you were a little child and cling to them again. Refine them. Love them. Love the good. Okay? Shrink away from the bad and the scary. See? You have to do that again, just as if you were a little child. Remember in our last video, Jesus said, unless you become as a little child, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. Or he said, of such is the kingdom of heaven, these little children. Remember? Okay, so so you had a very simple, childish faith, but now you need a mature faith. Okay, which you can have now. As a matter of fact, the fact that you've gone astray, you were sold a bill of goods, plus they told you all the wrong things. Be promiscuous, don't get married, take drugs, smoke marijuana, party. You were told to do or allowed to do all the wrong things. Okay? And then you became totally corrupted. Okay? Then you looked out in the world, so you became totally externalized, and you looked in the world for answers. There are no answers there. You looked in the world for love, and what did you find? Use and abuse. Okay? So now you have to look within again, to those eternal verities, to principle, to what you know in your heart, and start living according to those. Not because you have to, not because somebody's forcing you to, but because you just see because you love them. And that's the way you want to be. Never mind other people. Never mind whether they make fun of you, or never mind what they're doing. See, one of my favorite t-shirts, I love t-shirts, I love bumper stickers. One of my favorite t-shirts is, it says, where are we going? And why am I in this handbasket? Where are we going and why am I in this handbasket? Well, a lot of us are going to hell in a handbasket. Okay? So, you've been making some mistakes. Okay? Because you're not going to find the answer in drugs. You're not going to find it in education. You're not going to find it in the world. You're not going to find it in people-pleasing, in others' applause, in other people's approval, in groups, any kind of groups or organized groups. Sure, they might have some nice information. They might have a helping hand. They might help you get back on your feet. But ultimately what you need is to refine the relationship with your Creator. That's what you need. And of course with Jesus. Okay? You need faith. Remember, one man cried out, said, Lord, I believe, but help thou my unbelief. Right now you don't have faith. You don't have belief. I don't care if you go to church. You don't have belief. You don't have faith. You have to find it. Okay? Because if you had it, see, If you had it, then it would be the kind of faith that keeps, well, it would keep you close to God, close to your Creator, close to His protection. And from it you would also gain understanding and wisdom. And so your life would be lived properly. You wouldn't have all the errors that you know now, all the problems that you have now, all the ruined relationships and all the issues that you have now. You wouldn't have them. You would have heard about them, but you wouldn't have experienced them. So something is obviously wrong. You haven't found it yet. Okay? But that's actually good news. See? That's actually good news to say, you know what? I haven't found it yet, and then just sigh relief, a sigh of relief, and say, I haven't found it yet, but I know that it exists, so I'm going to keep searching for it. That's the answer. Keep searching for it. Yearn for it. Okay? Yearn for it. And then one day, maybe Jesus will come around. Okay? He'll come around and you'll be ready. You will be ready to say, Lord, help me. He'll say, what can I do for you? And then you'll say, help me. I heard a cute joke, or read a cute joke. There was a little girl. They asked the little girl, they said, do you pray every night? She says, no, because some nights I don't want anything. In other words, whenever she prays, it's because she wants something. Well, isn't that what we want? That's the way it is. See, but Jesus didn't mind. That's what the guy said, you know, I want to be able to see again. Jesus said, no problem. Okay? But now, the man is very fortunate because now he can follow Jesus. See? He can follow him. So, I think I'm going to stop at that point, and we'll continue next time. Remember, if you get lost out in the world and totally corrupted, then what's going to happen is not only are you externalized, but having fallen away from what you knew in your heart, okay, you then hide in thoughts and hide in the imagination. So when you're not texting and shopping online and watching ball games and smoking marijuana and partying, okay, and worrying, then you're lost in your thinking and lost in your imagination. Okay? And that's not good. You're not going to find God in your imagination. The other guy is there, the guy with the horns. He talks to you down there. So you need to be able to learn how to stand back from your imagination, stand back from thinking. That's what the meditation that we have here helps you to do. So you can become objective and have a nice, clear perspective on things. Okay, so check out the meditation. I have a free one. It's called the Easy Meditation. It's called the Easy Meditation. Check it out. Okay? My name is Pastor Roland.